See, I told you it was taking ages to make this video. Growing a full beard, and check this out. I've even got some hair way back there. Now, yeah, so it has taken a while. We're back and we're going to do some more filming. Yeah, remember how the last shot it was all brown and crispy out in the front paddock? The doors are closed now for a reason, but have a look here. So John Rocket and I, as we discuss the pros and cons of solo male van life in Australia. Hey everyone, how's it going? So, you've seen the thumbnail. This is probably one of the hardest videos I've made, so it might be a bit of cut and paste here and there, so we'll see how we go. But I thought before we get started, we might go for a little walk around the front paddock. There's someone up the front there's hanging for a walk. Then I need to make another coffee before I get into this video, so yeah, see you in a sec. Go and take this fella for a walk. Gonna go for a walk, Rocket? They're a bit cloudy. There's my hat. Come on, mate. Let's go for a walk. Maggie's are saying hello. Come on, Rocket. There you go, buddy. I don't know what's going on with this lighting. Let me see if I can change something. That's a bit better. Rocket, wait up. And the birds are definitely up. The sun's just peeking its face up over there. I thought I could show you a couple of the funky trees in the front paddock while I'm out too. Instead of my ugly mug. This one here is huge and it's grown all the way down, touching the ground. Just sweeps the ground underneath it. I love it. The colour of it when the bark comes off is pretty cool too. This one here, just have a look at the way the branches go. This one here, look. So come up from here and these branches start. Look at that. Nature, eh? No, where's that dog? Come on, Rocket. Quick. Come on. Rocket. No one's been there, I promise. The gate's shut. Let's go. Rocket does his own thing, but he usually stays pretty close. It's one of our little red gums. Not really talking about the subject much, but solo male van life might not be like all the other videos you see for solo van life. Well, not in my case anyway. Yeah, it's been a bit tough. We'll get to that when I get my second coffee. Maggie's saying hello up in the big tree there. Oh, that'll be right. My phone's going to go flat. See if we can zoom in before it goes flat. Now, there's one more tree I want to show you before it goes flat. So let's get a move on. Let's see this one coming up. I've never seen branches go like this before. Not sure if I'm going to get good exposure. Get up close and see what we can do. Alright, so it's the same thing as, I think it's the same variety as the other tree. But watch this, you go up the trunk, bang, turn there, goes up here, you've got this little one comes off, goes up, around, one goes up there and actually wraps up through there. But look at this, comes up, around like that. Yeah, so, alright, come on. Rocket! Lawnmowers are over there. Having a bit of hay. Spoiled. Oh, the sun's coming out now. Alright, battery's going flat. Oh, I just noticed this on the way through. I don't know if you guys have these where you live, but it's sort of like a mushroom. When it gets bigger, it opens up and it's just full of dust. There's kids who used to throw them at each other. Hilarious. Alright, coffee's made, Rocket's over there, chowing down, you'll probably hear it in the background. Enough procrastinating about this video. I've been arguing with myself whether to make it or not. Sort of worries me, it might make me look like a bit of a sook, but on the other hand it might help someone, crusty old buggers like me out there in their vans maybe, who knows. But the way the world's going, who cares? Just make the video, get it out of my head and get on with it. Alright, so how about a brief bit of history of how we got here. So back in 2020 when all that shit was going down, lockdown, not allowed to go anywhere and stuff, that was when my son was finishing high school, and I realised that he wasn't going to be around after that because he was going to take off to uni and be a big engineer. So I started making plans to how to deal with it. Because of the lockdown, I watched a lot of YouTube and got onto the van life thing, so yeah, thought we'd give that a go. Found a van, decked it out, still decking it out 5 years later, but those of you with vans will know, the van's never finished. Wind back a bit, just before COVID, or a few years before, I was the local Shire Ranger on a call out. Long story short, busted my foot and haven't worked since. I'll put up a picture of what my foot looks like now on the inside. Lost a lot of movement in my foot, so that's caused back problems as well, blah blah blah, sook sook. It's very hard to work a normal job, so I'm hoping I can make something happen with this YouTube. Probably not, but it's a hobby, keep you sane. Alright, so we got the van, decked it out, did a bit of travelling, and that's where we are now. Did some travelling with friends, was all good, but most of the time these days it's just myself and Rocket. Yeah, that's when the interesting things started to happen. And ended up travelling around over east for a while, and that's when I started noticing the difference between what I thought solo male van life might be like and what it seemed to me really was. Yeah, we'll get into that a bit more. Just slam a bit more of this coffee down. It's taken me a while to make this video because I really wanted to do it right. I've got a big huge script written to keep this semi-professional, but it's on the floor, so it needs to be broken down into points, but I'm not doing that. We'll just see how we go. Wow, this is harder than I thought. I never really liked talking in public. Anytime I had to stand up in front of class or whatever, I hated it. And those stupid things they do when you start new jobs or you're on a training course, you can stand up and say, "Hi, I'm so-and-so. I do this and that." Yeah, don't like that. But it's funny because there's no one here except for Rocket, and I still feel uncomfortable making this video. I think I'm going to try and cut and paste some pictures and stuff in, so you don't have to see my ugly mug through the whole video. The other thing I'm trying to do, besides making money on YouTube, which is a bit of a dream, but some people do it, so I'll give it a go. The other thing I've done is I've decided to try and help people. I did a training course on small business management, micro business management, and formed a business, small business, mainly to help people with their van electrics. I want to be a mobile service, so travelling and be on the spot when people have trouble with their charging systems or pretty much anything with a camper van. I built mine, so I learnt a hell of a lot. And with my trade training, I'm pretty good with the electronics, so pretty good average. But I've also got a lot of support from mates that are very clever, so we can fix most things. Even had a crack at fixing a caravan air conditioner the other day. That was pretty cool. Never even seen inside one before, but we got it going. It's not perfect, but we know exactly what's wrong. And when I left, it was running, so hopefully it's still going. Anyway, I'm still procrastinating about this video. I think what I'm going to do is just grab the script and read it. So here, I told you it was taking ages to make this video. Growing a full beard, and check this out. I even got some hair way back there. Yeah, so it has taken a while, but we're back and we're going to do some more filming. But yeah, remember how the last shot, it was all brown and crispy out in the front paddock? The doors are closed now for a reason, but have a look here. It's all green now. It's probably been 3 or 4 months since I started filming this video. So yeah, better get back into it. Alright, so yeah, you can expect a different look of me in these ones. Alright, so the weather's turned against us, so we're just going to come inside and do some filming today. Try and knock this video off. His Highness is in his cabin as usual. Say hello everyone, Rocket. Say hello. This way. There you go. Alright, so I'm just going to grab a coffee and set this little studio thing up in the back of the van, and we'll be back with you. Okay, so coffee's made. All set to go. Alright, so why am I making this video? A few reasons. The first reason is to provide a bit of an insight into what it's like. It's a solo male van life, a crusty old bloke like myself doing it in the van with just me and the dog. The sort of things we come across each day. Okay, second reason, I'd like to open up a bit of a dialogue in the comments of other people's experiences, and not necessarily limited to solo male van life. Anyone can comment. I know we all have done it tough at stages, so that's what the comment section's for. A community tab if you want to have a go at that. We've got one of them going too. Thirdly, I'd like to break down some of the common misconceptions of crusty old blokes like myself in vans. Break down a bit of what feels like a bit of prejudice. And lastly, hopefully this video, even if it helps one, but hopefully it helps a few of us crusty old blokes out there doing it tough. Hopefully this video will help some people out there overcome the challenges of solo male van life, or solo van life altogether. I don't have a lot of answers yet, but we're still working on it. See how we go. Right, on to the rest of it. Alright, so after about an hour and a half of fault finding, microphone settings, DaVinci Resolve preferences, we've got the voiceover working, I think. What are the reasons for me choosing solo male van life? So the first one is enjoying this beautiful country of ours. As you can see from these pictures that I'll put up in conjunction with the voiceover, we've seen some pretty awesome places around the country. Rocket hasn't been with me all of the time, but recently he has, and going on he will be. Secondly, fighting off the empty nest syndrome, as I mentioned before. With the young bloke going off to uni, I knew it wasn't going to be fun, so we built the van, blah blah blah. Thirdly, give Rocket some experiences that other dogs might not have. We've definitely been out and about, haven't we, Rocket? We've been all over the place. All the way from Perth to Victoria, up to New South Wales, back down again. Mucked around in both states, and then we did a bit of a quick run back home, but we've been all over WA together as well, and he seems to really enjoy it. Okay, next one was the crazy cost of living doesn't help. With me living in the van, I can almost reduce the cost of living to where it would be sustainable, but now that you add in the diesel cost, we are living in a van, but we're living on our driveway. Another reason for making the YouTube channel itself was to tie into my business. I started a little business, just want to help people out on the road. I learned a lot building my van, so why not give back? Well, that was the plan anyway. We haven't made any money yet. But we're not giving up. We're going to try and make some new signs and get back out there again. We'll see how we go. Hey everyone, how's it going? Back again. Told you they'd take forever. Change my look again. I'm going to do the script thing again, so I'm going to jump off this camera and share some sights from our trips around Australia. Hope you enjoy it. Catch up. So while Rocket and I were gallivanting around over east, making the best of a bad situation, I started to notice kind of coldness, sometimes outright rudeness from other travellers when we were in campsites. Now don't get me wrong, there's definitely pros and cons, and we will get to them a bit later in the video. I've got to be honest with you though, it was the cons, the challenges as a solo male van lifer, as an old bloke, that were starting to get to me, as I'm sure it has for others. Initially I thought it was just me, how I looked, that was creating this perceived coldness. So I tried changing my appearance, long sleeves to hide tattoos, more colourful clothing. I put some photos up, the Paris clothes we wore. Getting outside more, so we were there for people to say hello, but still nothing. And then we tried with Rocket. When Rocket started van life, I thought things might improve, but no, things seemed to get worse. I guess Rocket's size, makes him look a bit intimidating. Rocket loves his van too, so if anyone walks past him, he's in the front, he just barks and tells him to stay away. He's just a big bloke with good fed. Then I thought maybe if we positioned ourselves a bit different in campgrounds, things might change. So one time when we were in Victoria in Cairn River, we parked sort of close to the bins where people would have to walk past and sail over us, but yeah, no. People did the old sideways salute, they'd look the other way as they walked past us. I even had one guy, he looked straight at me, walked all the way up to the bin, still maintaining eye contact. He put his rubbish in the bin. I said, "How you going, mate? Good day." Looked straight at me, turned around and walked off. So yeah, that's a little indication of some of the coldness we had. Most of it just people walking past, pretending you're not there, that sort of gets to you. So I decided I'd do a bit of a search on YouTube to see if there was any other videos on this. But I didn't really find any. Most videos on YouTube about van life are positive. The ones that are negative usually are just clickbait. In the end, it really started to get to me. I actually thought maybe I am just a bit creepy, or the van is just not attractive. I don't know. We tried everything. Even when I put my business signs up, I thought that might soften them. Still ignored in campgrounds, but you get that. I'll make this video and hopefully it'll help people. Okay, then I stumbled on this video and it sort of opened my eyes a bit. It made me feel a little bit better and a little bit worse. The video was done by a guy called Topher Field. I highly recommend you check out his channel, Topher Field. Now, he did a video, I don't have enough references written down, but I'll just give you the gist of it. The title of the video was The Male Loneliness Epidemic. In the post, the trans man talks about being blindsided by all the loneliness and suspicion that comes with now being perceived as a male. That's the bit that made me feel a little bit better. Knowing I wasn't the only one feeling this was kind of reassuring. Then he talks about how now being perceived as a male opened his eyes to how people now treated him as a potential predator. All strangers, no matter of their gender, kept their guard up around him. That's the bit that made me feel worse. Now knowing that all strangers see us old blokes as predators sent me on a bit of a downward spiral. It's a really eye-opening video. I highly recommend you watch it and share it with friends. I'll try and leave a link for Topher's video in the comments. So if van life's so hard, why do I keep doing it? Yes, it is pretty crushing when people walk by and don't even acknowledge that you're there. The old saying, they say that what doesn't kill you makes you stronger, so I just decided to let it go. Be me, do me, and see what happens. Don't get me wrong, it's not all bad. I've had some really cool interactions with people in campgrounds. They're rare, but when they happen, they're very memorable. In a place called Badala in Victoria, I met a guy, I don't think I actually got his name. All I know, he was a musician. He sang at the Opera House when he was 8 years old, and he drove a van, an old beat up, I think it was a Tarago or something. Now, he called the Flying Lizard. He was very cool. He just goes out there and has a bit of time away from the house, plays a bit of music and has a sing-along. Yeah, that was very cool. He taught me about the lizards that were at that campground. You probably saw it earlier on in the video. Another thing, being immersed in nature is the biggest thing for me. I really do like being out in the bush more than around cities and people. And saving money is also a plus with van life. Between utility bills and the high cost of living these days, it's much smarter for people to live in a van, especially myself. So I guess to summarise, yes, solo male van life definitely comes with challenges, but they can be overcome. The best thing you can do is just not let it get to you. Be yourself, enjoy it for what it's worth. I'm really hoping that all this is just part of the journey and that eventually we'll work out what we're doing wrong and why people don't approach us. Maybe it's just how it is out there, I don't know. The only one I can say is just do your own thing. Enjoy being with yourself and your own company. Or get a partner and travel with a partner. Most of my time in the past has been with Rocket, so he gets to most of the conversations. Anyway, we better get back to it. We'll get this van ready to get back out on the road when diesel comes down. See if we can't get out and help some more people. See you out on the road. I hope this video helps, and yeah, please use the comments, share your experiences. You can go to the community tab as well. I think it's a good conversation for people to have. We've got a lot of old blokes out there that do it. We're doing it tough, and I'm sure just talking to others will help. Anyway, have a good one. Long day, eh, Rocket? Ready for bed, buddy? Come on, bedtime. Let's go. Good boy. Such a good boy. Good boy. Up you get. Go on. Up. Up, up, up. Quick. Up he gets into his bed. Good boy. See you in the morning.